Them says I'm okay, don't even wanna be human, cause I demand you all. The other ladies at the wild, they got so scary. Check the guys that dangle twinging berries in their face and and screaming Bloody Mary. But I'll use the last word cause I think the kids are racist. My kids get naked. I'm not a woman, I'm not a man. Coming for your children, I'll make them understand. Sometimes I feel like a nutcase. The UN says I'm okay, tell you don't wanna be human, and I command you. I am a woman, I'm not a man. I'll raise the children, oh it's Neverland. I feel like a nutcase. Yes, them says I'm okay, don't even wanna be human, and I demand it all. You're an addict, baby, with the dice are on your face. And a skirt around your waist, come on. I don't wanna hear your anthem. Don't wanna hear you lecturing, no posturing, don't tell me what to do. I don't wanna be the asshole, but I got no empathy. You savages or hypocrites like you. All the songs I'm hearing, now that hell nations make the countries fun to sing about war profiteering. Till the profits go to you, not American Indian. Big in order to the CDC, I'm a girl, digital boys. Better don't come with that 550 speed. Now they say politics don't concern me. I don't wanna hear your anthem. Don't wanna hear you lecturing, no posturing, no tell me what to do. I don't wanna be the asshole, but I got no empathy, just dragging it wet. Hypocrites say, take them all in me, just come out and play. If you drop dead on stage, carnage. Act like a Nazi. They rock packs like Cokes and Pepsis. Break that zombies, stay as doggies. 101 that origami. Looks like a duck, walks like a duck. A goose stepping from a government truck. Black shirt punks, farmer cucks. Say nothing but they never shut up. I don't wanna hear your anthem. You wanna hear you lecturing, don't rock to me, don't tell me what to do. I don't wanna be the asshole, but I got no empathy, no sympathy for anyone I do. I don't wanna hear you anthem. Don't wanna hear you lecturing, no posturing, don't tell me what to do. I don't wanna be the asshole, but I got no empathy, just apathy or hypocrites like you. Like you. Over, we're gonna fumigate the world. I don't wanna be very cold. Tell me MC, am I going crazy? I think a blast can solve it all. Back to safety, make it wicked pain free. Go gently in a mushroom cloud. I don't wanna be a 5% no more. Don't wanna be a soiler boosted dosing beta pharma for. I don't wanna live in terror anymore. Don't wanna be a slave to cryos, needs and trending news reports. Want someone that needs some mercy. A hypersonic missile to end my suffering. Can someone get this world some peace? Just to be please. Everybody's gotta go somehow, someday. Why not make it all together? They say we're doomed to die of blood disease or warming weather. I say the atom bombs are better, or at least a little faster. I don't wanna be a parasite no more. I know there's only so much room out there for robot polishers. I don't wanna be embarrassed anymore. Don't wanna be a useless CD resource draining VR game player. Want someone that needs some mercy. A hypersonic missile to end my suffering. Can someone get this world some peace? Just to be pleased. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Creative Chaos. Happy Thursday to everybody out there in the chat, in which I will be addressing you in one moment. Thank you for coming to Creative Chaos, hosted by me, Christy McKenzie of Flip City Magazine. I have tonight's show is more like a special event. So I'm super excited about this. First part of the event is that I actually have the madman and mind behind Flip City Magazine, my husband here. So I'm going to bring him in. He's just going to slide right in here.
Sliding on in.
Look, there he is.
Hello.
This is Scott. That's my husband.
Oh my God, look at the crowd.
Look at the crowd. And cause in Zoom, I am not seeing the feedback on your screen, just so you know. But in the meantime, I want to thank our awesome opening band tonight, American Thought Criminals. I found them over on YouTube and realized punk is not dead. Did you know that, honey? People are still making some subversive punk out there.
Yeah, well, it's more punk now than it's been any time in the last 30 years. Green Day, is that punk?
No, that's fake punk.
No.
It makes me laugh when people say they're playing punk and it's Green Day.
Yeah.
Like literally laugh. Okay, so thank you to American Thought Criminals. You can find links to their YouTube page in the description of the video. And of course, as always, Creative Chaos is a show dedicated to featuring indie creators, fascinating people creating fantastic things outside the mainstream. We love this show.
Yeah.
I love the show. You never watch it.
No.
He can't stand watching his wife be cringe live, but only to sell magazines, which brings me to my point, dear.
Mm-hmm.
Creative Chaos is always sponsored by Flip City Magazine. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
Look, it's right here. We have Flip City Magazine.
There's beautiful issue number 19.
With cover by?
Ben Sullivan.
Yes, our guest tonight,
Yeah.
who we'll be bringing in just a few minutes. And tonight, I didn't want to do really a straight promo. I just wanted to talk to you and kind of do a short little interview as to why did we do this? I get asked that all the time when I go on streams.
Oh God. Yeah. I feel like here, scoot over a little bit. I feel like I'm doing the submissive lean in here.
Okay,
You know,
don't be submissive here. Oh, here.
like that, the line. So why did we do this?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You put me on the spot, Christy.
Well, no, because I told you last night while you were falling asleep.
Well, what did you tell me?
I said, I'm going to ask you why we're doing
Oh, I should have had a good reason.
this.
It needed to be done, folks. We really don't have. There's no such thing in the Western world right now as a real straight savage satire print comic magazine stuff. Somebody needed to come in and fill that gap like putty, caulking, caulking,
You said caulk.
caulking. It needed a good caulking, and here we are.
Yes, exactly. And now, me personally, I'm very, very honored because I have no illustrative skill. I have a teeny tiny bit of writing skill, but not like you. I am not the brilliant satirist behind the magazine. So my job and honor is to always go out, bang the drum for Flip City Magazine on our own stream, going to other people's streams and making a fool of myself. And I am okay with it because I love our paper, baby.
Yeah. That.
Look at that stack.
Cradle it gently.
That stacks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So we love Flip City Magazine. If you are interested in checking one out, you can do so for free, but we like money to fund the mission. So go to flipcitymag.com. You can read a magazine for free without giving us anything. If you want another magazine for free, you can give us your email address. But if you want to go straight through and buy some, I would suggest a good starter pack is the six pack sampler, and that's only $40 to get 6 of our magazines, and you kind of get to take a journey through history to see what kind of horrors were thrust upon common man since 2020.
Yeah, and
laugh your pants out. I'll bet it.
You're gonna want to get issue 20 with the piece we're doing tonight, Jerks of Joke Island.
That's right.
And the next one coming up, we'll talk about later.
Ooh, actually, I have bad news.
What?
Volume 20 is not for sale individually. Okay. That is already sold out, and it is only going to our subscribers. So that is also the importance of subscribing to Flip City Magazine is our limited edition print runs. You won't miss out on them because you'll be subscribed. So don't miss out on anything in the future. Go to flipcitymag.com and subscribe. Are we done shilling?
I think so.
Okay, but I do love our paper, baby.
You show them off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
See, there's 19. Well, and then we just have a fat stack of other stuff.
Yeah, that fat stack could be yours.
Yeah, fat stacks.
For a low price.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, it is time now, dear, to bring in. Oh, no.
Oh my God.
Wait. Yes, we're doing this first. We are bringing in my awesome co-host, sidekick, Batman, because that is how cool we are. We get Batman to co-host with us. Hi, Batman.
Hey. Are you hearing? Okay.
Muted.
Is he muted?
It's the Christy and Scotty Mac show.
Yes, the only person on earth that calls us Christy and Scotty Mac.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you're going to make it a thing.
I'm going to make it a thing.
Hey, Batman, I really wanted to jump into the show as quickly as possible. So I'm not going to ask for any updates from you tonight. But because I did something that I think I was super duper cool for doing.
Okay.
When we were preparing to have Ben come on tonight, I kind of internet stalked him for a little bit to see where he was on the internet. And I found his Twitter page. And I think he is just Deckhand Amen over there. And Cause, if you can bring that up. So I found him over on Twitter, and he had 0 followers, but he posts as a as a like description, I post everywhere in every corner of the internet. And he's not posting on Twitter. What the hell, Ben? Like, I am going to give you crap when you get in here live. So what I did is I went out and with all my super duper internet clout, and I was like, hey, friends, go follow Ben. And look, Ben has 11 followers.
Nice.
I got him 11 freaking followers over on X. So when we bring him in, I am going to be putting pressure on Ben to get over, get active. I mean, dude, he's an illustrator and he doesn't even have a banner. Ben,
He's got an avatar.
please. I see that avatar all the time. But we are going to play a game tonight for to kind of prove my like internet clout and strength. Is anybody that happens to be out there in watching Creative Chaos tonight, go find Ben on Twitter. I believe it is at Deft Hand AMIN, and he can help us out when we bring him in live. And we're going to check in at the end of the show to see how many more followers we were able to get through Creative Chaos. I think that's a fun game.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and I think that was supposed to be part of our housekeeping, but we didn't play the stinger or whatever. All right, so that is what we did, and it is time to bring in Ben.
Oh my gosh.
So here comes the bio. The bio I wrote. So Ben Sullivan is Flip City's lead parody artist that's been contributing to every edition published since September 2021, starting with The Woking Dead.
Can I read this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Besides bringing that extra punch to parodies written by Scott, Ben has also provided hilarious comics he's written and illustrated, like this, Mangina. You bet we took and published them because they're fantastic. He illustrated multiple comics we don't know much about and has recently gone full Hollywood with his work being featured in Sting, a new creature feature, but we still think the most important and best work he's done has been with Flip City. We love that not only he's been hilariously talented, but he's definitely not afraid to get spicy. We'd like to think he loves us back for similar reasons. Let's bring in the man with the deft hand of Australia, the deft hand of Melbourne, and daft head Ben Sullivan.
There we go.
I'm freewheeling.
Yeah.
Man,
Hey,
it's
hey,
Ben.
Christy, hey, Scott, hey, Batman, and hey, chat.
Hey, Ben, I am so excited to have you here tonight.
Hell, thank you for having me on. That's great. And great bio, too. It's a lot longer than mine.
Oh my God,
I
there he
think I
is.
gave you a paragraph.
Was I okay in assuming you love us back?
Yeah, is that accurate?
Oh, yeah. God, yeah. Of course. Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, last time we had you on, we were so excited that I think Scott and I kept talking over you because we're just like, Ben, he's here.
Oh, no, it's good. I think I think I was a bit stuck for words. I didn't say enough, I don't think.
Well, I didn't actually plan a predetermined interview tonight because I just thought we could have a nice conversation. And I am making, and I think I've gotten a little better at broadcasting and not talking over people. I think I have that problem. I think Lee, when we had Lee Simpson on, he basically told me to shut up once because he had stuff to say.
It's kind of a strange skill, though, talking on these things, I reckon.
Yeah.
Takes a long time to get used to, yeah.
Well, may I just say, I am so thrilled to have Ben working with our organization. And by my count, what we're working on right now is the 10th parody piece that we have done together since 2001, in which we did the Walking Dead parody, The Woking Dead. And that's what, that's a couple of years now.
Couple of years?
Yeah, it's almost 3
That's
years.
10th, Scott, is it?
I believe that count is accurate. Because you did number 8 and then came in on, yeah, I think it's about 10. So
Wow.
that's amazing. We have synergy, Ben. We got some synergy.
Oh, we're a machine.
Yes, we are a machine.
Yeah, and I just wanted to let you know as well, one of the things that I do when I'm a guest on other people's podcasts, I grab a bag of gags and I put your mangina in that, and it's a huge hit anywhere we do a live read of that.
Right. I did hear someone do a read of that did that voice just perfectly too. It's the guy that designed your Flip City logo. It was about
Oh,
3
you
months
watched
ago.
William do it?
Oh, he nailed it like crazy. Amazing. That's the voice I had in my head, I'm sure.
Nice.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Oh yeah, dear, I do this, Ben, I am so sorry. I do this almost every single episode. I forget before bringing in our guests to give shout outs to the chat. So if you don't mind, I just wanted to shout out our chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we have got Ashley Greats and Pop Culture Minefield, who will be in later to do his best Shatner impression for our premiere. George Washington X, who happens, I think George Washington X actually likes this show. He comes every week for the last few weeks. Mike Lauber, what is up, brother? So happy to have you here. Media Bear, thank you, Dr. Clown, for coming. Cam is here. He said, have a great show. So I think maybe he popped right back out. You know how those people do on YouTube. At least they come and comment for the algorithm. Nightcap with Nancy. Hello. Thank you for being here. And Junk Tank, our friend over at Junk Tank, is here as well. Thank you guys so much for coming over. And nobody over on Pelt yet. And then my Canadian friend, Trenchmouth, popping in and saying what is up over on Rumble. So
Somebody
thank
said hi to
you.
me.
And somebody said hi to you
said hi.
directly.
It said hi, Scott.
Really?
I swear.
Like they know you?
Hi, Scott.
Oh,
Trenchmouth. Hi, Trenchmouth.
All right. And then sorry to anybody that happens to be viewing on Facebook. I still have not figured out how to watch the live chat over there. So if you're watching on Facebook, thank you very much. Facebook asshole, probably.
Facebook asshole.
Yeah. All right.
Asshole.
Well, that's it.
I just call it fake book.
Fake book.
Yeah.
All right.
But we still use it.
So do I.
Well, I think Flip City Magazine's actually really, really like suppressed over on Facebook. Like we have like 550 people following us and nothing, no impressions.
So it goes.
That's how it is.
So if we're looking for Ben on Twitter, how do we find him again?
Don't ask me.
I will I will
didn't
spell
know.
it for you. It's DEFTHANDAMIN.
Just Handeman.
I
One more
did
time?
not know I had that.
D is in David, E is in Edward, F is in Frank, T is in Tom, H is in hand, AND, hand, and then where is it?
AMIN.
AMIN. There we go. Ben Sullivan.
All right.
Clicking on him, and right now he's got 3 following, 14 followers so far.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Where are
Let's
they?
do
He's up to
more.
14.
Yeah.
He's up
And
to 14, and we're going to make it 15 because now I just followed him.
Nice, very good.
Hey,
And
thanks,
Ben,
Batman. Thanks
and,
very
and,
much.
and that was the other thing, Ben, I meant to ask. So are you open to starting to use Twitter?
Yeah, sure, I guess. I had no idea I had that at all. This is probably the second time I've heard of it. I'll jump on and have a look and do something with it.
Wait, hold on. It's the second time you've heard of Twitter?
Oh no, the second time I've heard of me being on Twitter.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm
I must have
didn't-
signed up to.
Wait.
Was it sorry, Christy?
Oh, I didn't know you were living in a hole in the bush.
Oh yeah, it's called Melbourne.
He forgot he was on Twitter. So,
Yeah.
now he was
So
reminded.
it has your profile listed as, hey all, I am a Melbourne-based comic artist. You have to edit that a little bit. I like to
Yeah.
post my work in every corner of the web, but I love to see everyone else work just as much, as Christy said earlier. So that being on there, do you even remember your password to log in?
No. Oh hell. Oh, I don't actually.
No.
I've got a whole list of passwords. It's got to be in there somewhere. And I think I remember doing it ages ago for some other reason, not to be on there for myself, but to, I don't know. But that sounds like me. That sounds like a kind of bio I'd write, doesn't it?
Yes.
Nice. It's great. I've got it there. I'll use it. If I can remember password, that is.
Well, see, we need more friends over on Twitter too. Like, Twitter, since Elon's taken over, Twitter has been a bit more fun, and we're connecting with a lot more of the Flip City contributors and other artists. And given that you like to look at other people's work,
Exactly.
it's a good place to do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I used to use Facebook for that reason, but I got off that as well, like 2 years ago. I'm not on that anymore. And Instagram I left about a year ago, but I've got an Instagram if I can share that out as well, which I've just gotten back onto as well, and I'll probably start using that again. But online, I'm pretty much invisible, I think.
Well, yeah, go ahead and share your Instagram. Where can
Yeah,
people find you there?
it's B Sullivan Comics. B Sullivan Comics. Easy as that.
Nice. Hey, thank you, No Prisoners Podcast, for the 451 gold pills. And we will see you in about 30 minutes for the live read. That is one of our friends over there on Pilled. They'll be coming in to do a live read with us. And so, yeah, and that was the other thing, too, that when I went and saw you over on Instagram, I noticed that you weren't really posting there. So are you currently not posting much anywhere online?
No, I'm not. I don't know why I stopped. I think I got little. I was posting a lot for a while, and I got sort of caught up. I just dropped it. I don't know why. It just sort of fell off my interest radar, and just got caught up in something else. And I just dropped it. No good story there. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have social media anxiety as I do.
Not anymore.
Good.
Because I've dropped it all.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I wish I didn't have to do it.
Solved.
I'm learning to love it.
Yeah, it's a curse of the world. You got to do it, and I've got to jump back on and get back into it and do it properly. I mean, I've got a lot going as it is now without it, but it's just good to be there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the thing. If I didn't have to be on social media to promote the magazine, I wouldn't be. If the sales were coming and we had a fan base that I was able to communicate with privately or something, I would much prefer that. But it is what it is. It's a double-edged sword.
Indeed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so in the bio I wrote for you about you going full Hollywood, I had mentioned you got your art into a Hollywood movie called Sting, which I have no idea if it's still in theaters or what. It came out maybe 3 weeks ago. How did that happen? How'd you get that? How'd you land that gig?
Oh, that one, that was great. That was excellent. So just it has actually come out for you, has it? Like it's out, because it's not coming out for us until May. So no one's here has seen it yet. I went to the premiere for it, but it's not out in theaters proper yet. I got that through. I'll just show you someone else. Dark Oz. This guy here is an Australian comic book producer. Hang on, where is it? There. So I got a delay on my camera. It's kind of weird.
Put it in front of your face.
Well, there you go.
Oh yeah, good idea. Yeah, Dark Oz is a guy I've been working for since I started like 8 years ago. I should show that again. And he had done something with one of the people on the crew. I'm not sure exactly what the story was. That's his logo there, Dark Oz. If you want to see Australian comics. And so, yeah, he's got a list of about he's got a big list of about 100 Australian illustrators that he's used over the years. I've been with him for, I think, it'd be 8 years, I suppose, like early on for me as well. But we've become good friends, and like if there's something like that does come up, he would go to me anyway. And this one was one of those that just came up for him. And it was simple to to kind of simple kind of job. It was like just a couple of drawings according to the script they gave us. And yeah, I just worked through it. He supplied, that's right, he supplied a lot of work from his comics of mine, so it looks, that you put up in the background, so it looks consistent style wise and all this sort of thing. But yeah, I got it through him, through Darren Kissel at Dark Oz, and yeah, it was awesome to see.
Yeah, nice.
Did you say you saw the movie?
No, we don't go we don't go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had hit you back in email after you told me about that, that we would wait until it came out streaming on one of the platforms that we're subscribed to, and then we'll watch it.
It's probably
Yeah,
already,
yeah.
I mean,
So how was the movie, by the way, in your own
I
opinion? 'Cause you went to
loved
the
it.
premiere.
Yeah. The director was there at the premiere, and I spoke to him, and he said some nice things about the work. The thing is, it's a story about a cartoonist and his daughter, and my daughter is a painter, I'd say, rather than illustrator, but she came with me, so it was a cartoonist and his daughter going to a movie about a cartoonist and his daughter, or stepdaughter in the movie. But the director himself has a stepdaughter, I think, who's a cartoonist, and it's very much based on his life as well. Like, it's close to him, this movie. So I've lost the question. What was the question again?
What was the question? I don't know. I was just listening to you talk.
I went on a bit of a tangent. I think it was.
Well, I asked how you were hooked up with that, and then just how the movie was. How was the movie?
It was good.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's great. That's what I wanted to say. The references, he drops a whole lot of references to like all old 80s movies, and that, just to see some of those pop out were really cool. Like, it's a movie that's just loves being a movie, it's not trying to do anything else other than be fun horror kind of thing.
and
So I was really happy with that too, because I was worried that if it was a bad movie, then you got your work in a bad movie, that can go pretty bad for you, probably.
Yeah. Well, is it an Australian director?
Yeah, his name's Kia. I've got an interview. Kia, I don't know his last name. Kia, Kiah. Kiah. I wish I knew the other movies he's done. Man, I should have got the list for that. But Australian director, a lot of Australian actors too. I wasn't exactly sure who was who in all this, but I think it's a few Australian actors, and mostly Australian, like, crew and all that sort of thing. It's set in New York, but I think it might be made in New York too, possibly. Yeah. Not sure.
So was the premiere in Australia then?
Yeah, there were two. There were two.
Okay.
There was one in Sydney, which I reckon most of the big names would have gone to. And then there was one in Melbourne, which was, just up the road from me, which worked out well at the beginning of some film festival. So Darren came down from across from Adelaide, and we went together with my daughter in the small theatre. It was really awesome, really nice. And he did a little speech afterwards as well, talking to the crowd, asking questions. And he gave me a nice compliment too, or me and the other illustrators, I should say. There was another one in there as well.
Okay, and you had mentioned you just kind of started 8 years ago, and I think that in the grand scheme of like trying to make it as an artist is kind of short. Like, because I would assume you've seen decent success. I've looked at your portfolio and what you do have online, and you've done a lot of work. Do you have any advice for anybody that's got the skill and wants to, actually make it as an artist? How did you make it happen for yourself?
I jumped in with all guns blazing. It's a risky thing to get into doing this kind of job at all. I've always been doing something with the arts. But before this, I was doing something a lot more stable, and this was kind of a risk to do. So I leapt in, with all serious intent. I also had a job that I began within comics, which sort of set me up so that I could just throw myself into the whole field of comics and not, do this one job. But when I started, I had two things on my mind, and well, to keep me going. One was to be patient, because comics takes ages, and building a career takes ages, and yeah, patience was a watchword. And the other one was not to do anything that I don't want to do as well, like in terms of drawing, which doesn't mean to cut out work, but if there's a job that I don't want to do, then I'll make sure that I figure out a way that I want to be doing it. And so that everything I do, I do with, I want to be doing it, and you throw yourself into it if you got all your will behind it. But they're the first two things that I started with. Yeah.
So you make sure you're passionate about what you're doing, even if you're not at the beginning. Crazy. Whoever thought?
It's just a change of attitude, I suppose, that keeps you pushing.
Yeah, awesome. Hey, I cannot believe it. We are already 30 minutes in, and I know there was something that you wanted to talk to Ben about, and I thought it would make a really great mansplain segment, because I'm wondering about it too, and I can be team mansplain too. So, Cause, if we can roll into our mansplain segment. All right. We are now in mansplain, dear.
Okay.
I'm getting team mansplain too. This is very exciting. All right. So the Ben, and I think you just stated it perfectly with how kind of your mindset of taking a project and making sure it's something that you're passionate about. And to me, when I know that Scott is sending you a script for a comic, I know I've told you, I think I've told you this in email, and also the last time you visited our stream, is I get like insanely excited to see what you're coming back with, because you take his words and then you add your own humor to it in illustrative style. I just think you are a fantastically, hilariously talented illustrator, and it's like you guys have this like cool thing going on, like between you and my husband. So I actually would love to be mansplained. I think starting with Scott, of how this process works with Ben. How do we get a really great parody done to be published in Flip City Magazine? So how does this whole process start?
Well, it starts with a story, of course, and so I'll send these blocks of stuff over to him, and he'll check them out. And Ben asks surprisingly few questions about the material. It's like I think he goes at it and just kind of does his own research on it, looks it up. If he's not real familiar with the show or what we're doing a parody with, he'll go and waste his time watching it, just like we do. However many hours it takes to get a handle on the characters and the visuals and all that. And so I'll send it off to him, and he rarely asks me anything about it. He'll tell me, "Hey, this is great. I can't wait."
Well, I think you like that too, right? Because I think almost every time you send Ben something, you're like, Ben's just super excited to do this. I'm like, yeah, he uses lots of exclamation points.
Yeah, well, it makes me feel good too, because like that means whatever I'm writing I'm not way out in outer space. It's like hitting ground with somebody. Unless Ben's just shining me on and saying, "Okay, sure, sounds good."
Yeah, but we don't pay him nearly enough for him to wax your ass.
No, that's the thing about it. It has to be genuine. I must be doing something right on the writing side.
All right, cool. And okay, so then Ben, you receive what Scott gives you. Can you just walk me through kind of the process you go through?
Yeah. I get those emails with all the exclamation marks, and I am thankful for this. I love your work, Scott. I think you're funny guy. And well, in talking about process, I will say this, and don't tell anyone else this, but when I get your work, I stop everything else and just do Flip City.
Oh.
That's the truth. That's the truth. I try to get it done fast, like in a week or so, but yeah. Don't tell my other clients.
Oh my God, that made my
yeah, no,
heart
hell,
melt.
I stop everything for doing this stuff. Also, because they're kind of, short stories, so I can sort of hammer through them pretty fast, I suppose.
Yeah, I say you
Sort
do.
of. I'm sort of slowing down, more detail I get. But now once you give me the script, Scott, I don't think I've ever shown you these, but I do like roughs for myself like that. That you might recognize that.
Yeah, no, you've
That's
never
what I
shown me.
start with there. I don't
You've
think I've
never
ever.
shown me this.
Have I ever sent you these, Scott?
No.
No. Usually I do like roughs like this just for approval from someone. But yeah, I go through the whole story first and try and leave room for your words, which I'm not so great at. But you always manage to figure it out. But
yeah, you don't send me anything for approval outside of the final stuff, because we got the energy going and it just works out. And what will happen is I'll get Ben's pages back, and they're full of Easter eggs and stuff I wasn't thinking of. And sometimes a lot of the time I am in such a hurry that I'll get everything set, and it's a little while before I'll come back and notice every little nuance and funny joke that Ben has created to throw in there. And then so it might be weeks later when I look at it.
Oh, that's,
in
that's
fact,
great.
yeah, you guys keep
Why is
talking because
Yo-
I want to show people an example.
Why is Yoda in a block? He's in a.
Well,
So what's the
example?
No, that was something that you hadn't noticed, I don't think, and then I saw it and pointed out to you.
Well, I'm a little embarrassed. I mean, I should notice all these things, but it's my tunnel vision when I have to set this text and stuff. It's just
I understand that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Know.
So once you get the pages back, I guess you just get those words down, place them as far, get it, finalize it.
Yeah, I start to break it up, and yeah, we have a great process because sometimes I'll leave a little space here and there, and Ben will do something, and then when I get it back, I say, okay, well, I'm going to add in a few more lines because there's space for it here. So we just got to play off each other.
Sorry, I'm going to kind of show the Yoda in the walk. If you guys can see that, Yoda in the walk. So freaking hilarious and adorable.
And I love the Mandamore again. He's angry there. What was that?
But that was right there in your script.
Yeah, because they're walking in circles.
Yes, in circles. They were going to go into town, and they were going to go into town, and he just wound up walking in circles and came back to your ship. My ship! Oh,
yeah, that's Scott Genius right there. That's not me.
No, that's Team Genius right there.
Yeah, good point, Chrissy. It is.
Oh, one other thing, just because I have this comic book open, and I think it took me maybe 3 readings to discover this. Demanda Morgan has a flag on his helmet, and the flag changes.
Yeah, those little things. Yeah,
it's kind of like support the current thing.
Yes. Oh my God, I didn't even think of it that way, but that's exactly it. Honestly, I didn't. That's exactly it. I'll pretend that I did think.
Okay, but that's funny because I did think that was intentional.
Oh wow! No, I just thought I'd change it up every time. I've got there's one little joke, and some of the jokes might not be very obvious at all, but the McDonald's in that comic, there's a McDonald's, but it's always upside down, so it's a W. And at the same time, a movie came out called The Whale. Do you know the movie The Whale? It came out at the same time as The Mandalorian. And so I thought I'd just turn the M upside down and it's like McWhales, or Wales.
Wow.
Yeah. But you'd never know that, I suppose. No, that's a bit too, I don't know. cryptic.
I think the whale might have bypassed the U.S. market. I don't know. I never
Oh,
heard a peep about
Yeah,
that
and
one.
I'm not even seeing the
with Brendan Fraser.
illustration.
I think it's
Brendan
the guy
Fraser.
eating the
Yes.
hamburger.
Wait, the whale. It's based on. It was Brendan Fraser. He put on like a fat
Yeah.
suit on top of the fact that he was already heavy, and
Oh, as well.
that's
Yes.
why he was called the whale. Not a movie I saw. I happen to like Brendan Fraser. He got blacklisted by Hollywood, but he's back, and he's back with a vengeance now. And so I do remember the movie The Whale, but I don't know that I would have put that together either,
No
because
way.
it's
No, too obscure.
it's a little esoteric. But I have to comment here, because listening to both you and Scotty Mac talk, you guys are simpatico. You guys think with the same brain when it comes to the work. It's amazing how Scotty will write the story and send it to you, and you have your own ideas, but yet you're already leaving space for him to add, edit, and retract whatever. Just, you guys have a really nice working relationship, being in two different continents, but yet you share the same thoughts. I love that.
You know,
Yeah.
speaking of that,
Yes.
I have never asked Ben for a revision, not one, not because I was, just dealing with it, because it was just never necessary. That's kind of odd between illustrators and art directors. And so I hope to create the love of my illustrator team, because I have such a light hand with them, and because they can grok a lot of the time where I'm going with it, and it just works out that there's always something. It's easier for me to make a funny adjustment if something needed to be done than to ask anybody to change anything. I don't know, it just works. It just
Fantastic,
works.
Scott.
Flip City is
Yeah.
blessed. It's a blessed magazine.
It is a blessed magazine. In fact, I was
Yeah.
DM'd by our friend. I don't know if Mike Lauber is still out there, but he wrote to me that we're doing God's work, and we do believe
Thank
that,
you,
but
Mike.
it's hard. It's you kind of like check the ego, but then when
Yeah.
somebody tells you, feeds it back to you, you're like, okay, yes, we are doing God's work all together.
Well, I'm happy to be feeding the baby too.
Yeah.
You're very nice. Okay, cool. Well, you guys are doing perfect on timing, because that segment was about 10 minutes, and I feel that I know much more about how you guys work together. And it was really nice seeing your progress sketches that we never see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I've got them all for all the stories. I keep them all.
Yeah. There's value in those pages. A whole lot of those.
Yeah, well, yeah, gee, I use them once and they just keep them in a drawer. I just don't chuck things out really, but but it's good. It's good to see the final result and compare the first, and just see for my own sake, I suppose, maybe.
Mm.
Yeah, well, they will be valuable, because we plan on all getting quite famous. It's just taking a little while. It takes time
Patience.
to get famous. All right, well, let's go
welcome.
ahead and pop into our next segments. We're going into Conspiracy Corner now, Ben.
I wanna live with a conspiracy girl. I could be prepping the rest of my life with a conspiracy girl.
Those are
Right here. La la la.
All right. I'm so happy that. Do you need the other one? You need the other
No.
one? Okay.
You think that's really going to be better?
This might be protective.
The other,
More
the
protective
other half
for you.
will look better
All
and
right.
be more protective. Oh,
Well, I'm letting you borrow one of my tinfoil
Okay.
hats for the
Thank you.
segment.
Thank you.
You're not normally here.
no.
Okay. So Conspiracy Corner, we are now in Conspiracy
I'm here
Corner.
for my artists. I'll always be here for my team.
Yes, that is true.
The
And
rest of you,
I think the plan for me with this show is I'd like to have a Flip City artist on once a month,
yeah.
and then feature other artists outside of our own organization, because we can't always be self-referential.
Mhm.
But that's totally off topic. So Ben, I'm pretty sure, just kind of like looking at your work and what you've done with Flip City, that you were pretty against the whole like COVID stuff, in being that you were in quite a commie state in Australia during COVID. I know, is it true you were pretty against COVID or suspicious of like what's going on here?
Oh, suspicious. I was pissed off. I was locked out of my city because I mean I didn't. You know, I don't know if you know, but we were the most long Victoria. I think this may be something that people are proud to claim, but I think we were the longest lockdown city in the world. I think.
Proud?
Yeah, yeah. It was terrible. It's almost an honor to see like what it would be like for some like Russia with the transition to communism kind of thing. How people would sort of just go along with it. It was bizarre and a little frightening and aggravating. Yeah.
Well, and that's kind of because, you know, I gleaned that that was kind of your thoughts on the whole situation. However, I have no idea if you are a conspiracy theorist or what you're kind of where you are. So I'm going to give you kind of a range of I 100% believe everything the mainstream media tells me, and our government is here to protect us and do nothing else, to birds aren't real.
So what was the last one?
To birds aren't real, or flat
Whoa.
Earth, So in that range, what kind are you a conspiracy theorist?
I would push myself way to that side. The birds aren't real. I've never heard that, but I'm more that way. I think my mind is open that I to hold my brains in sometimes.
Nice. Okay, is that all you want to say? Because you don't want to ruin your career.
Ben, do you think we went? Ben, I always for years since this controversy started, I held the line that yes, okay, listen, we went to the moon, but they also, here's the easiest explanation. We went to the moon, but they also filmed this footage on Earth as a kind of backup, in a studio, because you're the government, so you cover all your bases, and it's just yeah, they're gonna film some stuff. Just in the last week, I've gone full board. Okay, we never went to the moon. This is just another fucking scam. They got a big radiation belt. They got a big radiation belt. They didn't send up a lead ship. They didn't do anything about it. There's just too many traces of fakery. So now I've just gone full board. No moon.
Huh. Interesting.
Because
I will say that it's got to be Stanley Kubrick's second best movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That Van Allen thing is, yeah. That gets me as well. There's a lot of facts that like little arguments for the against that do get me.
Yeah, well, what's more is we live in an age where there's all these conspiracies in our face, and you go, oh well, it's 2020. Well, back around 1969, 1970, certainly the government was on the up and up then. They wouldn't possibly have pulled off corrupt lies and scams on us then. That's only 6 years after JFK. Things were better.
Oh, yeah.
But they weren't.
Well, that's the thing that gets me, though, is the word conspiracy itself. Though, anyway, at time 96, at the time of JFK, didn't they make the word conspiracy itself like a nutty concept? Before that, it's perfectly normal thing to do is to conspire, right? It's politics itself. But isn't it around the time of JFK they sort of twisted that word conspiracy to be something in itself?
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. They say that the CIA invented the term conspiracy theorist to keep people from questioning the JFK thing.
Yeah, that so I've heard. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I think you said it last week, Christy, is conspiracies are happening all the time anyway. It's a perfectly normal thing to do. It's more, conspiracy really means how crazy are your ideas, I suppose. Like how far willing you go into crazy ideal realm, I suppose. And I can get pretty crazy with my ideas. So A lot of those I don't really have an opinion on about the moon. I'm like I said, my mind's pretty open about all that. But no, I get some pretty crazy ideas about not conspiracies, but I'm not flat Earth. But the idea of the expanding Earth gets me. I'm willing to accept that one.
Yeah, well, I haven't heard of the expanding Earth theory proper. However, I have thought about this in terms of these when they go on archaeological digs. For instance, Jamestown, the first settlement in the United States on the East Coast. If you go see that today, they say you can see the replica, but if you want to go to the real site, you can go see it, but it's 17 feet down. Well, why is it 17 feet down? Because less than 300 or 400 years, I assume enough organic debris accumulated on the planet that now you have to dig 17 feet down to find something for 300 years ago. So what happens over a million years? Well, I don't know, but is the planet growing? Because so you got a planet, and then you got trees, and then all that stuff drops down and decays, and it adds more mass and height, and then more trees grow out of it. So is the planet just getting bigger all the time? Because it just keeps growing, and it also accumulates stuff from space, and I don't know. Maybe the planet was very small a long time ago. They're tiny.
Like a little pebble?
Yeah.
Well, 300 years in an archaeological dig would be about like that far, wouldn't it? Like, do you say 17 meters?
I don't know. They said they had to dig down 15 feet to find Jamestown.
Yeah, I don't get that. That's odd.
We should contact my my new friend over on Twitter, the geological anthropologist
Scott Wolfer.
Scott Wolter from what's that show called?
Unearthed America.
Unearthed America. He started following me over on X.
We love these shows.
Yeah, we love anything where they have to like dig. We kind of like our
I know a show like that. Yeah.
And that's the Oak Island thing, because I watched that show on repeat like a retard. Even though
really, yeah.
Hey, you know what? That might actually be a good segue into our live read. But first, we're going to still chit chat while our Flip City players file in. So I'm hoping you guys are watching 451 Actual, Ian from Till Death Podcast. Yes, I did send you the link. I almost forgot. Ben, thank you, by the way, for sending me an email asking for the link. I did the same thing last week. I forgot to send the link until like right before, and I felt terrible. So thank you for sending the email.
No worries, Chris. That's fine. I thought I'd missed something, missed an email or something like that. So I kind of panicked before the show. But
yeah, no, you didn't. And people do that to me too, where I have to beg for the link at the last minute, and I don't like that. I like to be prepared, as I'm sure you do as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, any of our live players come in. I've got one here already. I've got and I need 451 Actual and Ian to come in. So we've got Mike, the Comic Relief Crusader. If you want to unmute Mike and say what is up to Scott and Ben and Batman.
I don't want to unmute.
Was that it?
What did he say?
I don't want to unmute.
Oh.
You can't make me, damn it.
And this is our Canadian brother from Alberta, right?
That's right. G'day, eh?
Yeah. Good day.
Yeah, we're very diverse around here. We hire artists from all over the world.
Dude,
usually
Flip
not.
City has people from it. Flip City has people from Scotland, England, Australia, South Africa, Canada.
That's right. I forgot because I'm in Canada. I got to get in character. So there we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then Gerry Kissel just popped in as well from Pop Culture Minefield. Thank you, Gerry, for coming.
Hey, Gerry.
Hi, Gerry.
I don't know. Can he hear us? Gerry.
Uh-oh.
Gerry. And there's our buddy 451 Actual. I have.
Hello.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can Gary hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right.
No, that's
That wasn't-
451 Actual.
Oh, that wasn't.
What about Gary? Gary,
Gary?
can you hear us?
Somebody's waiting.
I suspect
Yeah,
he's
that was
just kidding
scary.
around with us. He can actually. Yes, I can hear you
All right.
clearly. Oh, there we go.
Okay, very good. We're just waiting for one more. We're waiting for Ian, which, you know,
You didn't tell me that Mike was going to be here.
Oh,
Oh, you know,
We don't
I
like
knew
each
guys
other,
had
you know.
beef.
We're not friends.
he's my secret lover.
It's true. We cuddle a lot.
That's right. I spoon sometimes on Thursdays. It's awesome.
Kind of selfish.
I know. Oh,
I-
stop it.
You know, because I know, okay, 451, Gary, and Mike. I know you guys are all live streamers and you guys do a lot of it. Something I have real trouble doing is checking DMs or anything when I'm live. But do you guys do that? You guys like
Yes.
multitasking? I can't do that shit.
I have a tendency of turning off my Twitter and Facebook when I stream because I've got certain followers in my audience that love to just inundate me, and you'll just hear it. You know, I just get annoyed by it. So somebody go, "I sent you a message." I'll go, "I'll check it after the show."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
I ignore
notoriously a jerk.
everyone.
Mike knows it.
Are we?
Exactly.
Yeah, I just have a whole monitor dedicated to that sort of thing, to be honest with you. So if I glance over at it and I see it, they win, you know.
Oh,
but
yeah,
if I
we're
don't,
out of
No,
then
it's
oh
the
well.
same thing, but I got pissed on because I also do a radio show for KGRA on Mondays, Dark Matters Radio with Don Ecker, and I'm the co-host. And every once in a while, one of the other guys that's on the panel will notice I'm looking over like this. He goes, "What the hell are you doing?" He finally like called me out on the show, and I said, "I'm reading email." I have a monitor over here. I do artwork on here too. Sometimes I'm drawing for books and for clients and doing book covers. You know, Jesus Christ, you're gonna check everything I do?
Yeah, right.
And he
Thanks,
said, "Yes,
Mom.
I am."
You know, luckily I have the phone number of this one missing panel member, but I think maybe we might do the live read without him. Honey, don't worry, I got you an extra beer.
Do you have enough?
Yeah.
We might be drinking a bit.
Okay, real quick, just a
drinking
quick
a bit.
shout out. 451, what's up, brother? Good to see you.
Hello. What's up, dude?
Chilled beer.
All good, thank you. Gary, nice to meet you.
It is
Bruce
nice
Wayne
to
here?
meet you too.
And
Oh my
Mike, I
God.
met earlier, but hi, Mike. Welcome back.
What's up, dude?
What is your name? The one from Australia?
Ben.
Ben. It's Ben
Okay, because it
Sullivan.
Hey,
says
guys.
Nadia, and I'm like,
No.
I'm not going to
Oh,
call
do
you
you
Nadia.
see that? Yeah, that's not me.
Oi, Nadia, how you doing there? Crikey, you look great.
Hey,
Hey,
mate.
His
Oi, oi.
secret name is actually Nadia.
you get that coffee,
Yes, my
stick your
other
thumb
alias.
right up his ass, eh?
That's
Right,
what we
piss him
do.
off. That's right.
Hey guys, I think I will probably just take Ian's part.
Okay.
Because I looked at all our DMs and it doesn't look like any of them were read.
Okay.
So
We have a narrator, right?
I was gonna have you narrate. That's okay.
Me narrate the Jerks of Joke Island.
Yes,
And I've never met you before, Scott.
Who's talking?
that's Gary.
Okay.
The guy from Australia is
Yeah.
talking.
Gary. Nadia. Hi, Gary. It's nice to meet
How
you.
you doing, man?
Yeah, we're gonna have a fun time here doing this tonight.
That's right. Actually, I think Gary's the only one that had never met you because I know 451 did a stream with us a while ago, and we have
Right.
popped in over on Mike's stream a couple of times and had a good time.
451
That's what we-
actual. Are you military? Because that sounds like a call sign to me.
Prior service. Yes, sir. Yeah, I did 10
U.S.
years
Army
in the
combat
Army.
medic right here.
Ah, nice. Yeah, I was a Patriot crew member. I was a launcher crew member. Yeah.
Oh, you're one of those assholes. Okay.
Oh,
Pretty much.
No, I
Pretty
love those
much,
guys,
yes,
man.
That was me. They called us chalk blocks for a reason.
I was only in Sea Cadets.
Stopped quite a few scuds.
Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes you shoot down a British tornado or two, whatever, as long as the missile doesn't miss, right?
Hey, sorry, man.
Oh man.
Nice. I actually knew that about both of you, and I was telling Scott in the car yesterday. I'm like, we have 2 veterans coming in tomorrow,
Yeah.
so remember, be respectful.
No, I have so far.
Thank you for your service, both Gerry
Oh, of
and
course.
451.
Thank you for letting me serve. Because I
Okay.
I really probably shouldn't have.
No problem.
All right. Well, everybody has their parts. We don't need to give the full thing away to the audience. Ian's not going to be here, so I'm going to play his part, and I'll try to be very manly
Wow, are we gonna do this?
while doing it. Yeah. So, Cause, if we just want to bring it up, let's do this.
It's gonna be the best.
Nice.
This is
Is there
you.
music? For Rick and Marty Mangina and crew, it's the first day back shooting another season of their long-running cable show on a tiny island off the coast of Canada. But will it also be their last? As the jerks of Joke Island meet ancient avians.
So, guys, ready to find gold treasure today?
You know what? I don't even know what part I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I say you play the
Cause-
bald, fattish guy.
Yeah, that
is
seems like
you.
me.
That is you
Yeah.
on the left.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to
Well, good enough. Now I
typecast,
know.
but you know.
Wait a minute. There we go. There we go. There. Now I'm in character.
Oh my
No.
gosh.
Do we
Yeah,
need to
right.
finish this?
As
No.
if you wish.
All right. I guess that's me. I'm sorry, were any of those sentences?
Quick tester?
Hey, Bruce, you're muted, and this is you.
Oh, I'm the gray guy taking a
Yeah.
dump. Here we go. Okay, sorry about that. Rick, after 11 years of this, all I want to find is a standing toilet. I'm tired of squatting over boreholes, C4, C15.
You know, they say that according to the curse of Joke Island, somebody here has to die before the treasure can be recovered.
I got $40 on Craig Custer. Who wants to take that action?
Tester?
Is that me again?
Yeah.
Glittering
yeah.
end. Yep.
Oh, it didn't look like. Okay, he's wearing glasses this time.
Oh,
Okay, I think it's going to be Gary. Gary, who do you think it's going to be?
that'd be me. Yeah. I hope it's not the guy with a backhoe. No one else knows how to drive that thing.
Today, we're drilling down 300 feet through solid bedrock to take core samples as our ground-penetrating radar has indicated the presence of an open chamber. And now to reveal the bounty. Dirty diapers? An old toaster? Are we being punked? We've been drilling in a garbage dump.
Marty.
The summers are nice, though. Womp.
Meanwhile, team members Gary Dragton and Jack Bugley use a metal detector to search for ancient artifacts buried in the woods.
It's a nail, mate. Just look at it. What a beauty.
Great. I'll just log it, date it, and file it in Gary's giant friggin' pile of old nails. My contracts promised I'd be rich by now. These guys are lucky I can't get a cell signal to call my agent.
Oh, don't be such a negative, Nigel or Nathan. We could hit it big at any moment. I'm getting a strong signal here. This one could be gold, but I kind of hope it's another nail. Start digging. Dig harder. Faster, mate. Faster.
Okay, okay. Geez, calm down. All I have is a spoon.
Sounds like something big, but it's a massive tool of some kind.
All I see is a layer of coconut fibers, probably used by the original Joke Island inhabitants to protect the treasure from water damage.
Pull it up. Let's have a look at it.
What? Ooh.
Giorgio Sucralus. How do you say that?
Sucralose.
Sucralose, host of TV's Ancient Avians. What are you doing here?
I was down in a tunnel trying to prove my latest crackpot theories about the origins of ancient avians. As you know, I theorized that humanity was genetically seeded on Earth by a race of giant extraterrestrial chickens from outer space. As ancient avian astronaut theorists
But what about my metal detector?
Oh, you must have detected my tacky necklace. I got it from a shaman in Cuzco. Or was it a salesman at Costco? Oh! Oh, our ancient overlords! They finally returned! I pledge my fealty!
That's tonight's dinner, stupid.
Meanwhile,
Guys, I'm super excited to welcome back to Joke Island our old friend and frequent paranormal TV show host and guest, William Shatner.
So, I see that this island is full of giant boreholes.
That's right.
Bruce.
Yes, we've been drilling for 11 years. Sorry, I
I
didn't
was
unmute.
talking about you guys. Now, listen up, schmucks. As an honorary Freemason, Rosicrucian, and Jesuit, I can guarantee you that all the good stuff was removed years ago, and not this, or sorry, years ago, and this is a big waste of money and airtime.
I bet it was the CIA. They beat us to all the cool treasures. It's not fair.
Mr. Shatner is right. We've been here 11 years and we have jack squat to show for it.
Jack Squat? Isn't he one of our producers?
I think we know what has to happen next. We're gonna blow this island sky high. I'm gonna find out that hidden treasure if it kills us all. I'll be the ultimate series finale.
Marty.
Season 12, episode 25. Rick murders everybody. Sounds great.
30 pounds of C4 explosives wrapped around Rick Mangina's belly. Will he blow up Joke Island and take everyone with him? Or could it go off by accident and blow Rick to smithereens live on camera? Huh?
I can't wait. This slide might be a little
Getting
long.
more feminine. Marty.
Honestly, Rick, this is probably the worst idea of all time.
What could go wrong?
He's loaded with dynamite. Mr. Bugley, take him out.
Hi, Captain.
Oh yeah.
Put the explosives down now, Rick.
Or what, fatty?
Oh,
You think your punk ass can take me down? I'm too cagey for you, kid. And unlike Bill, I do all my own stunts. Yeah.
I'm 93 years old. What? Guys! That one's for the fans.
Probably say William Shatner.
It's like a mile down there by now. What you gonna do?
Wow, guys, the legend was true. We just found the treasure. It's Shatner's wallet, and it's full of gold cards and crypto passwords.
And look, I just found a giant petrified chicken egg. Hard evidence for my theory about ancient avian astronauts.
I'm pretty sure that's just a rock.
I want to see where this goes.
That's why I get the ratings.
Yay! I didn't put any ending sound on this.
Extraterrestrial.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
You guys did fantastic.
That was amazing.
Why, thank you. Thank you very much.
You know, really not bad for no
Not at
rehearsal
all.
whatsoever.
Not at all. This is not a professional operation.
No, all the
It's singing in
professionalness
general.
kind of goes into the print magazine. Everything else is just back away.
It does.
That's right. We're
Yes.
trained professional idiots.
Oh, that was great. Lots of
Yeah, it was
laughs.
a lot
guys.
of fun.
I was
Excellent,
mostly.
excellent.
Hey, you know, I would really like to thank our players that came on and go by one to let people that are listening know where to find you. So, Mike, if you can go first.
Yeah. Well, you guys can find me on a channel called the Comic Relief Crusader on YouTube. And there, we have a live show every Tuesday on Titillating Tuesdays. And we'll even have a show on tomorrow for Frantic Fridays. And on these shows, we just make fun of everything that's going on in pop culture, whether it's movies or TV shows, comic books, games, you name it, we do it. And we'll just point a finger and laugh at all the retards
I
out there.
almost want to sub to you.
You
Almost.
should. You almost should. Just like I'm almost sub to your channel.
Sounds charmingly nerdy.
It
Mike.
is. It's very nerdy.
You're a nerd.
I know. I'm actually one of the biggest nerds out there.
Well, you talking about stop talking like me.
Yeah, maybe. I'm doing my voice. So, if you want, go ahead and check me out, the Comic Relief Crusader on YouTube and Rumble. So, we'll see you there.
All right, and Gary.
Oh, that's me.
Gerry.
Yeah, you can find me on Pop Culture Minefield, as well as Mondays on KGRA. Find them on Rumble and not YouTube anymore. They pulled out of YouTube. They're done with that. But Pop Culture Minefield's still on YouTube because where we get all our numbers. And you can find us as Pop Call Minefield on Twitter, or you can just follow me because I'm the asshole that says all the outrageous shit on at Gerry Kissel. See the spelling at the bottom of the screen there. It's at Gerry Kissel, and I just followed 451 Actual.
Oh, very
Awesome.
nice.
I will give you a follow back.
But Nadia, I don't know about that name.
No, that would be at Deft Hand Amin, which
Yeah,
we both
what?
typed in. Deft Hand Amin, DEFT.
But send it to me in a private message, Kitty. Jesus Christ. Fucking type that out.
No, actually, it is literally in one of the
Did you
many,
say
many
why?
tagged things.
Did you say why?
Oh, yes, she did.
You know what? You're fired.
You're out for it.
You're tagged in numerous things over on Twitter. Which, by the
Oh,
way,
I love Flip
Ben-
City, man. I freaking love it. Tom loves you guys too. He and
I
I, you know,
we love
Hey.
Tom. We love Tom. I didn't see him pop into chat today, but I personally invited him to come check out the stream using you, Gary, by the way, saying, hey, Gary's going to be there. I know you love him.
No,
he doesn't admit to it publicly, but we do a show together every other Saturday. In fact, this Saturday we're doing it's Tom and Gary do, and then we put a movie title. And we're doing The Departed this week, talking about facts and trivia and the shit that we like about the movie and what we don't like and all that.
Sounds nerdy. All right, moving on.
So,
And you know what? This is something that I really, really love about doing our magazine is that I get to meet a wide range of people across the spectrum. And I want to move on to 451 Actual to plug your shit, brother.
Yes. All right.
I like
so,
being
thank
plugged.
Plugging.
Thank you guys for having me. Yeah, I'm a 451 Actual, host of the No Prisoners podcast. Got my lovely co-host Feisty Ace in the Pilled chat right now, and then Kevin is my other co-host, a good friend of mine. And we're live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern time until 2 p.m. And we just kind of do hot takes on stuff that's coming down in the news and just fight the counterculture. You know, we gotta keep things free around here, and that's why we love Flip City so much.
Roger that.
You guys are absolutely amazing. So,
Well,
yeah,
get
thank
the
you guys
follow,
again.
And 451, just to let you know, something that I really particularly love about your podcast is I think over the last like 6 months for my own mental health, I do kind of avoid a lot of the news commentary and everything, but you guys keep it really, really funny. And so you're my favorite choice of where to get the news from is
I
your
appreciate
channel
that.
because you guys are
I mean, that's
really
all you can
funny.
do. That's all you can do. You let it sink in, you know. That's how the devil gets his hands on you, and you just gotta observe it, navigate it, and that's it. Take no prisoners. You know, that's the whole deal.
Yeah. And then you also do your Fun Friend Fridays too, where you
Yes, yeah. Tomorrow
get a
morning. Yep.
yeah, and those always make me feel good as well. So I love all of you guys. Thank you all so much for popping in. If you don't mind, get the hell out of here because we want to keep talking to Ben without being interrupted. And
Awesome.
I'm gonna
Bye,
talk to you.
Mom.
I'll talk to you guys online.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Thanks,
I'm
everybody.
leaving. See you guys.
That was fun. We had some fun there. What, they can't come to the party?
No, we're still hanging out with Ben.
I know.
I'm not partying. I
I
just want to
That was
talk to
great
Ben.
fun.
party.
That was excellent.
Yeah. Is the show still going?
Yeah, it's still going.
Okay. I don't know how the show works.
Oh yeah, no, you don't know, and that's okay. We're a little more formal when we leave.
Okay.
So we just released our Flip City players, which I think that's the very first time we've ever had Flip City players.
Yeah.
Live.
So that was good.
Yeah, actually, shout out to anybody that happens to be out there live. If you want to come on to a Flip City live stream and lend us your voice and do some voice acting, just DM me. The best place is at Kitty Flip City on Twitter. And speaking of Twitter, cause if you are ready and can push the button, I'd love to see where we are at on getting Deaf Hand
You
some.
got 17?
I can't even read that, but
I was just gonna.
It's like 17.
Hey, excellent. Wow.
Almost doubled it.
17
Whoa.
followers, Ben.
All right.
Gee,
Killing
Flip
it.
City, thank you.
Yeah. So I hope you can find your password or at least reset it and then start hanging out with us on Twitter because it's fun.
Yeah. I think I'll know I'll reset it too. Yeah, awesome. Wow, that's awesome. I'll use it.
Well, do you got any closing thoughts or love to give Ben?
I have lots of love to give Ben because he's amazing.
Yeah.
That
But
was a
not
great thing.
only in a super straight way, right?
Oh yeah, right.
Okay.
Super straight, super duper straight. Well, yeah, we want to get Ben going on Twitter because that's Elon's platform, and in issue 21, we're going to have a new piece with Elon. Did I tell?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
give
okay.
a preview.
Well, everybody knows Game of Thrones and season 2 of House of the Dragon is coming out in June, when we will be premiering House of the Elon. That's right, House of the Elon. That's not clunky at all.
How's it spelled?
AELON, of course, because that's how you spell things in Game of Thrones land. You spell them with an A first. Elon.
Right.
See, when I sent Ben the title, I didn't put the A on Elon.
Oh,
I did in the piece, but I didn't
Well,
do
that-
it on the title. I did
I
it
think that helped me.
inside. You know, I had to go back and add A's.
Well, hey Ben, so are you familiar with the Game of Thrones franchise? Did you get
Yeah,
on?
I started, well, not the book, but I started watching it, but gave up kind of, was it third season? I can't stick on these things. I never go to the end. But I know, I probably know enough, I suppose, of that. I'm glad Javia's in. Oh, I probably shouldn't. We allowed to talk about these things? Or?
Yeah, no, let's go ahead and
Yeah.
just this is why people should watch the live stream is they get behind the scenes shit. So
Yeah,
go on.
I want people to be interested.
Well, I do have some pencils here, actually. I've been nutting it out.
Oh, yeah. All right.
But I probably won't show that, I suppose. Yeah.
Why not?
Is it naughty? Is it
Hi.
naughty?
Penis? Are there penis?
I probably just won't
Is
make
there a
myself.
giant sword?
Are there dildos?
Yes, there is, of course. But there's the first rough anyway. So I'm getting there.
Yeah. Nice.
But yeah, I probably have a few questions, Scott. But yeah, I'm getting there. Not finished yet, but yeah.
Yeah, well, let's see what's the story is. Elon is at Castle Muskstone, aka SpaceX headquarters in Texas, and when he gets news that he's being censored, because right now what's going down is Twitter published the Twitter files exposing how Brazil demands censorship for people on Twitter and is trying to shut down free speech. So Elon, let's see, Elon has to get together with his friend, President of Argentina, Javier Milei. Javier Milei, leftists are shit. They are shit.
Why don't you like them? Because they are.
Because they are shit. They act like shit because they are shit.
Oh, I thought they were cunts.
Well, I didn't hear him say cunts, but that's funny too.
Okay.
You know, so they have to ride their dragons to Brazil. And that's all I need to tell you about it right now.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
What?
Absolutely
This is
ridiculous.
crazy that Elon got in a dragon and flew to Brazil?
Hey, Batman, are you a Game of Thrones fan?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Are you a Game of Thrones fan?
He doesn't listen to you.
He actually doesn't. He goes in DMs like throughout the whole show.
No, I was responding to chats. I was out there listening. I
actually-
am not a Game of Thrones fan. Everybody has tried to get me to watch it. I've heard so much about it already. I feel like I know what it's about, and I honestly have no desire to watch it. It took me a lot to watch Breaking Bad, but once I got into it, I was diehard into it. And that's the way I go with shows. I did the Viking show, one of the Viking shows on Netflix. So I will get around to it, but at this very moment, I just have so much else on my head that I really can't get into anything else right now. And like you, I've kind of unplugged from the news. You know, we talk about all this conspiracy stuff and the constant barraging of news. I've had to back off because we're already 5 years ahead of everybody else. So as far as I'm concerned, we already know what's going to happen. And now it's our job to make it happen. So instead of listening to everybody tell you what they think is going to happen, I'm actually out there doing it. I'm getting involved with my community organizations that are conservative based. I'm still in Florida, so when I get back, I have to register because I'm an independent. I have to register as a Republican so that I can do poll watching for my community in my neighborhood, which is one more thing I'm going to be doing when I get back up to New York. So, you know, right now watching a TV show, as much as I'd love to, I don't have time. I got too much else. You know, I got broad shoulders, but I just got too much else going on.
Yeah.
And then we have to do your show on Thursday nights, and of course, Three Beer Men on Sunday nights.
That's right. We love the Three Beer Men. You guys are not a political show, and you just talk about beer. And I say cheers to that.
Cheers.
Thank you. Well, we talk about beer, pop culture, and technology. That's the format for our show. And being tech-tarded, I can't speak much about the tech part of things. So that's why we have Cosmic Grandpa and Norm. And Hawk, who's our all-around Gal Friday. I mean, he's an electrician, he's a contractor, he's a tiler, he's a carpenter, he's everything. And he's a bird. And he does it all with his claws and his wings. God bless him.
Nice. Yeah, very cool. And something I forgot to cue Cosmic on earlier, that I did want to show off, and Cos, if you wanted to get it ready, was that that thing that Mike Barron said that was very, very kind about Flip City. It was that short. I just wanted to show this to Ben because it makes my heart melt. I like to share everything that makes my heart melt.
This is a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Flip City
Very
is
effective.
honestly funny. I mean, it's much funnier than Mad Magazine or Cracked because there's a bite to the humor. It's not all those cartoons are great, but some of the articles I read have been a real stitch. They're intellectual. They appeal to discerning people. It's not sarcasm, it's satire. And I urge you to subscribe.
And no one has ever used the word intellectual to describe us before. So
I heard him
think
say
it's been
that.
used at least once.
Okay.
But yeah, it is. What do you think about that, Ben? About what Mike
I was
Barron
watching it.
said?
I was watching that guy. Yeah, I tried to look him up as well. He was an interesting guy. A lot of your interview people you've had on have been really fantastic, really great to watch. But yeah, he was interesting. He's a writer, yeah.
Yeah, Batman, if you wanted to give a little more of Mike Barron's bio, a little more, I think.
Mike Barron is a man among men who is a comic book artist's comic book writer and artist. He is like you and Scott. He does both ends of things. He does the writing and the creating and the artwork. And he's done a lot of vigilante style comic book art. He worked on Punisher for several years, or several issues, not several years. He's done a book called Badger, which is by far one of my favorites back in the 80s. Nexus, which is First Press Comics, and now he's created a new story arc. I was just actually on his page earlier. Hold on. So it's called Nexus Scourge, and it's just a phenomenal story arc that he's carrying forward with the art by Kelsey Shannon. So if you get a chance, check him out, and that's baroncomics.com. You can check him out on his website, baroncomics.com.
Yeah, and just I wanted to add one more thing about Mike, and I think I kind of added it at the beginning of his bio on that show. Was I follow him on Facebook and on Twitter. He is a major champion for the indies. He is really watching the indies right now, which I think is kind of the renaissance and what's going to hopefully take over, the crap mainstream culture. And he's just a real champion for the indies, retweeting, giving people advice, doing his YouTube writing advice channel and all that kind of stuff. So, and he's made a lot of friends with quote unquote small creators and given them encouragement, given them tips. Like he freaking loves Flip City. It just all feels good, and I freaking love Mike Barron. So thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike, for
excellent.
the live thing. And
love.
I think I consider him a friend at this point.
I would say so. And one thing more, I just want to say real quick, he's a vigilante for the independent guys. I mean, he really is. He's out there fighting the good fight and trying to push their GoFundMes and their Indiegogos, the Fund My Comics and Kickstarter campaigns. He's really back there behind the scenes trying to help us get a leg up on these stupid woke broke comic companies like DC and Marvel, the two big baddies, as I like to call them, even though I am a huge fan of the DC world and both Marvel and DC. But because of the stupidness like I say, when I talk about what I'm doing, surviving stupidity one day at a time, I'm very disappointed in both DC and Marvel for falling prey to the woke culture society. And the indies are not afraid to step outside the box. And so thank you for what you do, Ben. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you, Christy. You know, with Flip City Mag, you've stepped outside the box and you're continuing to proliferate the minds and the spirits of the conservative voice here in America. So thank you, everybody.
Oh, that's so
That's great.
nice, Batman. Thank you for that. And you know what? That
Yeah.
triggered a question for Ben, for me, is have you ever, because you're highly talented in your own writing and illustrating all your own stuff. Have you ever considered doing crowdfunding for your own project? I think, you know, if you have a big enough fan base, you'll be able to do it.
Yeah, I actually just a book I'm was working on, still working on. Sorry, just finished their Kickstarter yesterday, I think. And I think they tripled what they asked for, which was great. This is Gods Among Men. I think you can still find these on Kickstarter. They keep them, don't they? Once the Kickstarter's out.
Yes.
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah, no, that just finished, but. Yeah, that was a great campaign, and it's a great comic as well. That so it's Gods Among Men. It's published with Comex, Australian producers, but I don't have anything of my own really. I've written two stories, two comics, but one of them I have never ventured to print, and another I did get printed through Reverie Comics, which is another Australian producer who I work with as well. Who's an excellent guy, Gerry. But I did get that one comic out, and I couldn't. I've got the second one on the computer, but I can't get that out. So I don't really have work of my own. I kind of work for others. I'm a workhorse, like just for others, really, which is great. I prefer it that way, I think.
Okay. Well, I think that was my question really, is like, do you prefer working for others, or do you want to do, get your own published print thing that's all you?
Yeah, I would love to have something of my own sitting on the shelf. That'd be a dream. But yeah, I'm happy, working with other people. There's a lot of stress, I suppose, when you put your own work on the line and get it published and face all that.
Well, I suppose I think that is a big benefit to networking within the whole indie scene and making friends and all that is, if you ever just know that if you ever want to do it, Flip City 100% backs you and will put any kind of clout we have on the internet 100% behind you.
That's awesome, Christy. Thanks for saying that's awesome, and I will take you up on that one day too.
We'll see what happens. I mean, we have many years to go.
Yes,
together, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Of course, Ben wrote the Karen Extreme franchise. That's entirely writing.
Yeah, I've got a lot more story ideas there.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a whole team.
That would well, like I said, I'm taking Mangina around, which is part of the Karen franchise, and people are loving that. Me personally, I think that is the strongest story in the entire thing. Like, it's just so savage and hilarious. So that's why I chose that one. But yeah, if you keep doing the Karen thing, maybe we can even like combine forces and crowdfund a full Karen book. Who knows?
Wow.
Who knows?
Wow. Yeah, I think some things should stay on my head sometimes. But
I would love to see. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I would love to see a cover of that, all Karen stories, and have cartoon images of all of the Karens reeing and screaming on the cover of the edition.
That's a great idea.
Actually, that just sounds like a perfect promo video.
Yeah.
For the campaign itself. Yeah. Anyway, that's one of the missions I'm going down. I'm really trying to network and make a lot of friends in the indie publishing crowdfunding sphere. So who knows? Maybe it'll be proven through crowdfunding and helping, to help publish Flip City, that we're getting some clout within that community, and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
Seems like we're talking business now. Online. I'm done.
Is this show still on?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Should we
All
stop
right,
the show?
everybody. That's your show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
how you
actually, I
doing?
mean, yeah, I think we were wrapping it up for about 20 minutes now.
You know I don't watch this show.
I know. I do know you don't watch this show. Hey, thank you, Ben, for being here. And I know that me personally, I chose for you to be on X. So I'm telling everybody to go follow Ben on X. And I'm going to drop those links again in chat before we fully leave. But for your own choice, where do you want people to follow you?
Yeah. Oh, where do it? Oh, I guess it's probably Instagram, I suppose. And I'm going to jump back on that and get that going, which is B Sullivan Comics. Yeah, I do have another one, but I can't remember what it is. But never mind. Yeah, that's right. But I'm going to jump on X and I'll say hello and thank you to the new what do you call X people? Followers, I suppose.
Followers. Yeah.
But I'll jump on and say thank you.
Oh, well, very, very, very nice. And I really do hope that you do want to hang out on X. Like, I don't know why
Yeah.
that's the one that I'm enjoying myself the most.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I've
Maybe
never
because
really
people
used it.
can't say too much in one statement.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, sure. I'd like that. So you can put up images, of course, like
Yes.
on X. I've never used it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll learn all this stuff.
Oh yeah, and I was gonna warn you though, because I did a lot of promoting for this show tonight, and you're tagged in every one of them. So when you are able to get back in, you're gonna have a load of notifications. So that might be fun, like Christmas morning, like, oh look,
Yeah.
my name over and over.
Ooh.
All right, cool. And then everybody that happens to still be out there tonight, I didn't ask at the beginning, but it would be very, very nice for you to like, share, and subscribe to this stream. It is about giving a platform to independent artists that I'd like to focus on people that are self-publishing physical stuff. So that's usually who we have on. And of course, always, and I can't say any different. My favorite guests are always the Flip City contributors. So we'll probably have one on a month, and that will get my husband, Scott, who doesn't watch the show, to come on and show his face to the world. All right. So also, super huge thank you to my producer, Cosmic Grandpa. You ran that slideshow like a boss tonight with the sound effects and everything. I don't know if you want to show yourself, but thank you so much, Cosmic Grandpa, for being my producer and making it so that I get to have a good time on stream. Yay, Cosmic Grandpa, we love you so much. And Cos, you, where can people find you? Oh, well, he left again.
Well, no, I'm with Bruce. We're on Three Beer Men. That's the only place you find me. I am at CosmacG on Twitter. Ben, you'll find I followed you during the show, and Three Beer Men are following you now too. So you'll see it when you log into Twitter.
Right. Excellent.
You are up to 18 followers now on Twitter.
All right.
Hey, nice. Look at our clout. We're swinging that clout.
Wow.
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, and then next week's guest, I did not write in, but I know they made Eudaimonia comic. It's I wouldn't even really call it a comic. It's basically illustrated literature. It is a beautiful comic that I think they have two and are working on putting out a third that is all written in poetry. Really beautiful work. So Eudaimonia Comics will be on with me next week. Same time, same day, Thursdays, 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST. And that does it for all my plugs. Is there any last minute thoughts from anybody?
I'll just say thanks for having me on today, but also thanks for having me in Flip City. It's just a ball of fun, and I think we're doing excellent work, Scott, if you don't mind me saying.
I don't mind that at all. I agree. I really think it's something
Yeah,
special.
yeah.
I don't know where you find it anywhere else.
You add to the
Yeah.
bowl of fun 100%.
Bowl of
You
fun.
you make the magazine what it is with your
We do.
contribution, and we said it at the beginning. We freaking love you. So
Yeah. We love you. Frank.
Well, thanks very much. And I love you both too. The whole thing is awesome.
yay,
Ooh.
we're gonna get famous. What about you, Bruce?
Ben, thank you very much for joining us tonight. It's been a pleasure, a treat. And to have Scotty with us, you know, it was nice because the two brains working as one, once again, here on the podcast. It's just amazing to see how you guys really do gel. And that's what makes Flip City top notch. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Excellent, Batman. Yeah.
Aluminum hat.
What's the aluminum hats?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so thank you everybody for coming to Creative Chaos tonight. Join us next week, next Thursday, 6 p.m. For another wonderful fun show. And Cosmic, go ahead and take us out.
Jenny, can you sell me? Jenny, can you sell me? I wanna start a brand new war. Could you tell me? Joey, could you tell me? Will it be bigger than before? Could you fund me? Nancy, could you fund me? I want it to go nuclear. Spin me harder, TV win me over. We're gonna fumigate the world.